Hey everybody, in today's video I'm going to teach you how to do your very first pull-up, starting from zero. Pull-ups are a really hard exercise to learn, but they're well worth it because they're one of the best, most efficient upper body compound movements you can possibly do. They're extremely versatile, extremely useful to stick into your program, and they're a really good way to impress your friends. So I'm going to show you a progression of 4 different exercises you can do starting from 0 pull-ups. If you can't do a single pull-up, these exercises will help you build up to doing real pull-ups and then beyond, even to doing lots of pull-ups, doing weighted pull-ups, etc., etc. So here we go. Exercise 1. First exercise is an inverse row. The inverse row is really similar to the pull-up. The only difference really is that it's a slightly different plane of motion and there is less resistance. One benefit to the inverse row is that you can alter the heaviness by moving your feet. If you bring your feet in closer, you take some weight off. If you move them out further, they get harder. These exercises will work your upper back, they'll work your biceps, your traps, and they'll also work on your stability. You want to keep your core tight, squeeze your abs tight while you're doing them, and make sure that you're not just flopping your head up to the bar, but pulling your whole body. Whether or not you can do pull-ups, inverse rows are actually a really great exercise regardless. And as you're building up using these next exercises I'm going to show you, you're going to want to keep doing inverse rows to keep building up strength in the pulling motion. So keep that in mind when you're progressing to these next moves. The second exercise is a static hold or an isometric hold. You're just going to jump up to the bar so that your chin is over the top, and you're going to squeeze as tight as you can and hold yourself as still as you can up at the top. You want to squeeze your core tight so that you don't swing back and forth. This will build up a lot of static strength in your upper back, in your elbows, and in your core, and it'll translate over really well to having the strength to do real pull-ups. This exercise is one that you want to build up until you can do holds that are 30 seconds, 35 seconds, 40 seconds. Once you get to the point where you can do a static hold for 60 seconds, you'll be ready for the next exercise, which is pull-up negatives. Pull-up negatives, just like with the static hold, you're going to jump up until your chin is over the bar, and then you're going to slowly lower yourself down. The key here is timing and to do the full range of motion. You want to make sure that you're not just flopping down into the bottom, but that you're slowly controlling your way down. A good way to do it is to have a friend count, 1, 2, 3, or just count by yourself in your head as you're letting yourself down. You want to make sure you go all the way to the bottom and that you squeeze the bar really tight and don't let yourself fall down. When you get to the point of being able to do 10 controlled negatives for 3 seconds each all the way down, you're probably ready to do some real pull-ups. Just walk up to the bar and give it a try. Don't be scared. You can do pull-ups several times a week. You can train for pull-ups several times a week. I recommend 2 to 3 workouts, but no more than that. Give yourself plenty of time to recover and to get stronger in the submaximal exercises, and you'll be doing pull-ups in no time. Even though you can do a few pull-ups now, you still need to find other ways to train sub-maximally, because if you can only do 2 pull-ups, then, a pull-up is your 2 rep max, right? So in order to build up, what you can do is do a few sets of as many pull-ups as you can. Maybe you get 2 the first set and 1 the next 2 sets, and then keep working with inverse rows and negatives to accumulate more volume. And then over time, weeks and weeks and weeks, the number of pull-ups will go up until soon you're doing 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Depending on where you start, this can be a really long process. You might have to do inverse rows and static holds for, weeks or months before you can actually do pull-ups. That's totally fine, because even though you're not doing pull-ups yet, you're still building up a lot of strength in your upper body by doing these exercises. So don't get discouraged, keep working, keep practicing, and eventually it'll come with time. That's all I got to say on that today. I hope the video was informative, maybe help you out. If you liked the video, if it helped you out, like the video, subscribe, support the channel, share with a friend. And thanks for watching, guys. Gross.